Alright, welcome. For today's video, I decided that I would just make a simple tutorial on how you could get many different colors with one shader in Blender. So let's get started. When you open Blender, you're gonna see this screen. Uh, for this tutorial, we're pretty much gonna, we just delete everything. So you click A, X, delete. Then to add a new object, you could just Shift A, and it'll be right here, Mesh. And just let's add a cylinder, and I'm gonna be making a pencil just so you can see what I mean by different colors with one shader. So we're gonna click nothing on the fill type, you'll see why later. So we click tab to go into edit mode, click S to scale, and then Shift Z to scale on everything except the Z axis. And then you can click S again and then Z without the shift, make it longer. Alright, let's make it a bit shorter. Alright, so now we click number 2 on our keyboard to switch to edge select. And then click E to extrude, Z to lock it on the Z axis, and then click where you think should be fine. Shrink it down. Select everything again. I think we should move it down a bit, right about there. Then extrude again to make the lead. Shrink that. And let's merge it at center. So you push M and then at center. And then we click 1 on our keyboard to go back to vertex select. You could also switch it up here on the top left. Just adjust the lead. Alright. It's on the top corner over here. Let's drag to make a little... I have no idea what these are called, but we switch it over to shader editor. Click N. We get out of edit mode. We go over here, or you could just do it from here, it doesn't matter. Click new, and you see this. It's a lot, don't worry. So we're gonna hold shift and then click A, click search, and we're gonna type in OBJ. You'll see it right there, object info, we want that. And then we're gonna do shift A again. This time we're gonna type color. We see color ramp right here, that's what we want. So here is the fun part. We connect random, we drag the dot, connect it to FAC. That sounded horrible, but anyways, you click here where it says linear right. So we want constant because it'll be, no smooth falling off. So we're gonna keep smooth. We're gonna add a few more. Add as many as you want, so you could pretty much add as many colors as you want here. This is gonna be your colors, so we're gonna click this bar down here. Adjust the color, so let's just choose random colors. Make sure they're all bright. Choose green. Let's get a yellow in here. Yellow. And let's do purple, pink, whatever. Alright, so here we're gonna click the viewport shading, or we could click Z on our keyboard and go to material view. And that's gonna let us see the texture we put here onto this object. So in order to see it, because as right now it's white, since we have white here, this is the color it's looking at since it's connected to the output. So we wanted to see these colors, so we're gonna drag the color onto the base color and it'll take over. Now you could see it's taking the blue from the color ramp and putting it onto our object. So now normally if you wanted different colors, you would have to go here, get rid of the material, add a new one, change the color to whatever you want, do it again, change the color to whatever you want, and you just end up with all this list of materials, right? But here, let's rename this because we don't want to get lost. Colors, or whatever you want to name it, it doesn't really matter. We renamed it, and now we would just have one material that'll give us many colors. So if I duplicate this, so click the object, Shift D, you duplicate it, and it gives you different colors according to what we have on the color ramp. See, so if I select them all, Shift D, different colors, right? Let's delete all of these, we don't need the extras. So now we have our different colors. So now, in order to make it look more like a pencil, this isn't really part of the tutorial, it's just more of, it's bothering me. So let's make it look a little more like a pencil. We're gonna click 3 on our number, on our keyboard I mean, or we could just click it up here, it's the same thing. We're gonna Alt click on the edge of any line, pretty much any edge, and then we're gonna click this plus sign on the right hand side. Make sure you're in the material properties, and then we click new and assign to make sure it's only applying the texture to this. And now we can make it look more like a pencil by giving it a different tint of color, pretty much. And then we can do the same for the lead. It could be a color pencil, we could keep it like that, it really wouldn't hurt any, but you would do the same thing if you want to have a regular black lead. Now it's, as you can see, it's not smooth here like it should be on a regular pencil. So to fix that, we can go into edit mode. Go into edit mode, Alt click on an edge down here, make sure all of this is selected, and we're gonna click Ctrl E, mark as sharp, and now we can right click, shade smooth, or you can go into object and you can click shade smooth right here. So now everything is smooth. That's not really pencil like, because I mean it's pretty much a hexagon shape. So to fix it all being smooth, we're gonna go here into object data properties, we're gonna go to normals, click auto smooth, and now everything is sharp again. But once we mess with the angle, you can see that the tip is now round while this kept its edges. So that's what we want. And now just to fix the sharpness, because right now it looks really shiny, we can just mess with the roughness right here on our principled BSDF. Move it up to make it less shiny and reflective, or move it down to make it more. So we want to move it up for the tip. And that's pretty much it. That's all I have to show. Now you could just duplicate this as many times as you want. You'll always you'll get a different color, and you could just, if you want more of one specific kind of color, so you could just, you know, adjust it accordingly here. So move everything around. You want more green, evenly space them a little bit if you want even distribution. Just have fun with it. So with that done, I want to thank you for joining me in today's video. If you liked it, just make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit subscribe for the next tutorial or video. I don't know what I'll be making, but I hope to see you again.